Good morning, everyone. Today is going to be a super fun day because I am going back to the gym. Technically not to work out, but it's going to be a workout anyway because I am filming the exercise demonstrations for all of the exercises in my Brains and Gains Fitness and Lifestyle program for students launching January 2nd. And so it's a lot of exercises to film. I have 3 days blocked off to do this because I don't know how fast I'm gonna be able to get through it because I haven't worked out in 6 months. So it might be a bit of a struggle, but I'm so excited to go to the gym and just move some weights around and do some movement. And I think my body's actually in a really good place to be able to handle this right now. Like, I don't think I'm very swollen. My skin is still a little bit tight, but mostly I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm excited. When I filmed the exercise demonstrations for Project Comeback, that only took me a day, I think, and then I did a few reshoots the next day, but I had my mom there to help me. I have no mom with me this time, and I was actively working out at the time. I had just finished Project Comeback, so I was at like peak strength, motivation, feeling amazing. So I have no idea how this is gonna go today, but I'm taking you along with me to find out how being in the gym feels at this point. So before I head over to the gym, I am making a quick little pre-workout latte as well as a breakfast, and I'm gonna start prepping something for dinner. So for the latte, I'm currently just brewing up some Mellow Rooster AIP like fake coffee. I didn't set a timer for this, so I don't know how long to steep it for, but whatever. So once this is done steeping, whenever that may be, I'll give it like 2 or 3 more minutes. I'm going to add some coconut oil just to get some healthy fats, some coconut butter to get some sweetness in there. I might add some maple syrup if that isn't sweet enough. And then I am adding cordyceps from SIGMATIC. The cordyceps are actually the main reason that I'm making this latte at all. If I didn't want to take the cordyceps, then I probably wouldn't be making this latte. Well, it's good to get some healthy fats in first thing in the morning, but I decided to make this because I wanted to have some cordyceps because cordyceps are an adaptogenic mushroom that are really good at boosting exercise performance, endurance, and stamina. And since I haven't trained in 6 months and I'm about to attempt to film exercises for like the next 4 hours, I figure, you know, getting a little boost, probably a good idea. If any of you are looking for an all-natural pre-workout, I cannot recommend cordyceps enough, especially combined with coffee if you can do caffeine. Since I am not having caffeine right now on the autoimmune protocol, alas, no coffee for me, or else I probably would have some. But cordyceps by themselves are still a great pre-workout that will just give you that little extra boost to be able to push through a little bit harder and still feel really good. I also really love lion's mane as a pre-workout just because I feel like it gets me mentally in the zone a lot more, but I feel like I'm mentally in the zone right now. I'm very excited, so I just need a little physical boost. As always, if you want to check out the cordyceps or any other product from SIGMATIC, you can use my link down in the description and use the code FITANDNERDY to get yourself 15% off. It's pretty nice.
Aside from my soul,
I feel like I'm really in the holiday spirit because I'm in like a Christmassy red top. I have a little Christmas mug that I got. I think I got this last year for Christmas, actually. It's the most wonderful time of the year. This turned out really well. I am very excited about this. I didn't really have high hopes because, to be honest, most AIP coffee replacements don't taste like the best. Like, this one's not bad. I do really like the Mellow Rooster. It's the best one that I've tried, but adding in the coconut oil and coconut butter I think made a big difference. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sip on this while I make some breakfast. And voila, this is breakfast. I was trying to go for a light breakfast. This might be a little much to work out with in my stomach immediately after, so I'm just gonna eat until I'm full. We'll see what happens. But I started with a bed of romaine lettuce and then a ton of kale. Then I added some chopped up cucumber, roasted sweet potato, half an avocado, and I had some leftover steak that I threw in, and then I just drizzled it in olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And this is one of my favorite like go-to AIP breakfast. I don't know why I see this as a breakfast and why I don't do this for dinner more often, but it's really good and it's also really great as a pre-workout meal. Maybe not this big if I work out immediately afterwards, but it's got really great protein, it has really great sources of healthy fats, and it also has carbs to give me fuel to like really get me through my workout. Alright, so basically most of my day today is about working on my ebook. So right now I'm actually prepping some slow cooker shredded chicken because I am recipe testing tonight. Actually, not really testing. I made this a bunch of times before, but I need to take a picture of it for the ebook because the ebook is gonna have a ton of like budget-friendly, student-friendly meals in it. And one of my absolute favorites is just a super easy vegetable soup, and I just wanted to make it because I love it and I also need to photograph it. But I decided today to just add chicken to it because chicken is good and it adds protein. And my absolute favorite way of cooking chicken breast is slow cooker chicken breast. It's just, oof. There is no better way to cook chicken breast. And then last thing before I head out of here, I am gonna bring an apple with me to the gym just in case I start feeling low on energy or hungry or something. I didn't end up finishing my salad. I just saved the rest for later because I got to the point where I was like, if I eat one more bite and I have to go work out, I'm not gonna be able to work out. So leaving it at that, but bringing an apple along for a snack. Alrighty, I am off to the gym. I got all my gym bag stuff in my gym bag, obviously, because that's where you put gym bag stuff. In case anyone is curious, this top and these leggings are from Tala. I just decided to do a little order. I also got this thing. I really like it. I love it all. The fabric is amazing. Whew, I love it. I feel super cute. So, yeah. Yeah.
Boys seem to like the girls who laugh at anything. The ones who get undressed before the second day. Girls seem to like the boys who don't appreciate all the money and the time that it takes to be fly as a mother. Got my both eyes out for Mr. Right. Guessing I just don't know where to find them, but I hope they all come out tonight. Where do the good boys go to hide away, hide away? I'm a good, good girl who needs a little company. Looking high in love, someone like me. Now where do the good boys go to hide away, hide away? Do you recall not long ago when you walk on the sidewalk?
Alrighty, I've decided that I need a little bit of a break because I've gotten about a third of the way through all of the exercises that I wanted to get done, everything that I need to film. So theoretically I could just go home right now because I blocked out 3 days to this. So if I get through a third, I'm good. But I definitely feel like I have a little bit more in me, so I don't really want to just call it quits just yet. Like I think if I take just like 20 minutes and sit down and relax, I'll be able to get through just a little bit more. Like I would love to get halfway through today because that would just, it would save me an extra day, which I really need. It's really weird going back to exercising after 6 months of not exercising because I can just feel how much strength I've lost. I feel so weak. Like I was doing everything with the lightest weight possible to still be able to use good form because some exercises, like they're just awkward to do with little weight. So I was using as little weight as possible, and as little weight as possible was about as much weight as possible. My hamstrings, not happy with me right now, and I haven't done many hamstring exercises. Like I knew I would be weak after 6 months of not training because I haven't trained in 6 months. So obviously like my body's not going to prioritize maintaining strength if I'm not using it, but it's just kind of a shock to see how much I have lost. I'm really excited to see how quickly I can gain it all back because there is muscle memory. Like once you've built the strength in the muscle once, it's a lot easier to get back to that point. But right now it's just a little blow to my ego, not gonna lie. So the last couple of years I've identified as someone who is strong and is fit, and then I go to the gym and do fitness things and they're very difficult for me. And since I expected this, I wouldn't say it's necessarily discouraging. It's just a little discouraging, you know? I worked so hard to build up a lot of the strength that I've built and now it's just all gone. But I have been practicing a positive mindset so hard for the last 6 months that I know it's gonna be easy for me to make that shift in mindset and see this as an opportunity and an exciting experience to go through the process of regaining strength and get kind of all the newbie gains again. I'm gonna not try to think about it as though I've become super weak. I'm gonna try to think about it as though I have so much more room for growth now, but I'm still really weak and it feels really bad. So I'm gonna go inside, eat my apple, chill, and by the time I'm done eating my apple, I should be good to go to film some more exercises.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
I don't know why it's so dark in here. Don't know where the light switch is, but it's fine. I was nowhere near as efficient after my break as I was before my break. I still got a good amount done. I'm a little bit worried for tomorrow. I realized as I was finishing up that I'm probably gonna be sore tomorrow, which is gonna make coming back here tomorrow to film more very, very difficult. That was poorly planned, but I do think I can get everything else done in one day. So maybe I'll take tomorrow off and do other stuff that I need to do and then come back the next day. It is definitely time to go home, but speaking of being sore, I did a little tiny stretchy session. I'll probably stretch out a little bit again later tonight, but I just want to talk about soreness and working out because it is a very common misconception that if you aren't sore after your workout, that's a bad workout. That is false. That is unbelievably false. Being sore is not an indicator of a good workout. In fact, if you are sore after every workout, you're probably not doing it right. You're probably actually hindering your progress. Soreness is appropriate when you're trying something new, you're ramping up the intensity, you're changing something that your body needs to adapt to and is very unfamiliar with. But if you're sore every single time, that's a sign that you're probably training too hard to the point where your body can't recover effectively. And so you're breaking your body down more than you're allowing it to build. Here's the deal. You don't actually make progress when you are in the gym. When you're in the gym, that's when you're breaking your body down so that as it recovers, it can build itself to be stronger. And when it does that is when you're at home, sleeping, resting, when you're fueling your body properly. So if every time you go to the gym, you work so hard that you break your body down so far that it's sore every time, your body's not going to have the resources or the proper amount of rest to be able to actually build it back up, A, to baseline, and B, above baseline to actually make progress. So if you are sore after every single workout, what you need to do is scale back on the intensity. You should also probably check in with your nutrition. If you're under eating, that's also gonna potentially make it more difficult to recover. Your sleep, if you're not sleeping enough, intense workouts are gonna get you nowhere. And also check in with your stress levels. If you are way overstressed, then exercise is just gonna add more stress to your body and it's going to cause more harm than good. When you walk out of the gym, you should not feel exhausted. You should not feel dead. You should not feel like you left your soul in the gym because you just crushed it in there. You should feel energized. You should feel good. You should feel like you could do a little bit more. There is a time and a place to push yourself really, really hard and just leave it all in the gym, but doing that every single time is not sustainable and it's gonna cause more harm than good. Do I need to say this again? So that's my fitness tip of the day. I'm gonna drive home now, get a little bit of editing done for a video because I need to do that, and then it will be dinner time. Changed into comfy clothes, my infamous fluffy sweater that I got from Target. Got myself a little snack. I was gonna eat the rest of my salad, but I need comfort food right now because I am in pain. Not because I'm sore, but because my hands are just stinging and burning, and oh my god, it's really painful. My hands are one of the worst places on my body right now when it comes to where my topical steroid withdrawal is located, I guess. And so just constantly using my hands to like hold weights, do push-ups, do all that kind of stuff for how long was I at the gym? Like 5 hours? They got so dry and cracked that like, I mean, they're burning right now without even moving them, but just trying to, it hurts. So I need comfort food. Yeah. Ooh, I want tea. Warm tea sounds good. I'm gonna make some tea.
A few moments later.
All right. I have a Tulsi and ginger tea in one of my favorite cat mugs. It just has a bunch of different cats on it. Ow, ow, ow. I just spilled it everywhere. Wait, oh, it's on the floor. It's on my pants. Oh my goodness. As I was saying, one of my favorite cat mugs. When my hands hurt and I can't tell what I'm doing with them, it's really easy to spill tea. That's okay. So I have about 2 hours left in my work day, so I'm gonna spend those editing, munching on my snacks, sipping my tea, and then it will be dinner time. Yay. So I definitely ate the entire bag of paleo puffs. That's okay. I am so exhausted. That workout, well, the filming of the workouts, it killed me. Holding this camera is tiring. Oh boy, I am not fit anymore. And we have dinner, finally. This is just my first bowl of soup. I'll probably have at least 2 more of these. I basically just made the seasonal veggie soup recipe that's going to be in my ebook, and then I added the chicken to it. The chicken's not originally in the recipe because I just wanted a super basic, easy recipe to put in that ebook. But anyway, it is jam-packed with micronutrients from a ton of different vegetables, the bone broth, protein from the chicken. This is just the ultimate workout recovery meal. I mean, not technically the ultimate workout recovery meal, but like, it's pretty darn good. So I am exhausted from my like 5-hour long workout. But here's the deal. There are these cookies that I've just been been wanting to make for probably the last 3 weeks. And every time I tell myself, okay, tonight I'm gonna make the cookies, something happens and I don't make the cookies. At this point, I am just fed up with wanting these cookies for so long and not having the cookies. So even though I'm really tired and I'm not particularly craving the cookies right now, I'm gonna make the cookies because I keep telling myself I'm gonna make the cookies. So I just need to make the cookies. I made these once, and to be honest, they didn't turn out that well, which is why I wanna make them again to make them right this time. Fingers crossed. I'm mostly copying this recipe from the chocolate chip cookie recipe from Unbound Wellness, but I'm trying to make them chocolate mint cookies because doesn't that just sound like the most holiday thing ever? Also, it is pretty literally the most Marissa thing ever. So I'll link the recipe down below because I made the recipe like regular, like how it's supposed to be a few times, and it always turns out really well. So if you want a good AIP cookie recipe, I definitely recommend it. And then I'm just adding a little bit less than a tablespoon of carob powder, and I'm gonna add 1 drop of peppermint extract, and then I'll probably just do a little bit extra on the liquid ingredients to balance out the carob powder. Oh, also I'm cutting this recipe into like a quarter of the actual recipe because I don't want 15 cookies right now. Alrighty, it is time for some tea and cookies. I have a peppermint tea with some 4-Sigmatic reishi mixed into it, and my cookies turned out looking cookie-like. Probably give them a try. The texture is much better than last time, and they taste like chocolate peppermint. I'm happy. Very hot. Ow. These turned out pretty good. They're a smidge dry. I probably should have put a little bit more coconut oil in them, but other than that, so good. I wish I could say that I was gonna kick back with my tea and cookies and watch some awesome movie, but I literally just finished my marathon of all of the Marvel movies in order, and now I just have no idea what to do with myself. I don't know what to watch. So if you have any suggestions for like a new series to start or something, please comment down below. I'm probably gonna end up watching an old episode of The Great British Baking Show while I consume this. And then I need to take my CBD oil, I need to do a castor oil pack, and then I am going to bed to get a good night's sleep so that my body can just recover, because whew, I have lost so much of my fitness in the last 6 months. It's killing me. But such is life. I have regained so much of my health in the last 6 months, so that's a little bit more important in my opinion. I'd much rather be fully healthy than be able to do 8 pull-ups. I mean, obviously I prefer both, but if I had to pick one, like I want to prioritize my health over my strength. I can still get up and walk around, which is amazing. I can still move. I can still use like 5-pound dumbbells, so it's not like it's the end of the world. But it is the end of the day and the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors. If you want to see more videos all about health and fitness from me, you can check them out over here. If you want to see videos in the future, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a new video, and I will see you very soon. Bye.